secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demon, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Alright, so today I'm going to get even more toxic than you can possibly be with a 7'4", and that is by making a 7'4" stretch that also can be a post scorer. Okay, so what we're gonna do is the same typical 7'4" with the 7'4" wingspan. We're gonna be a little bit heavier because we want that 86 strength, and what you're gonna see is just an absolute dominant type of build here. So as you see here, we went 94 on our close shot, but you can get this to 99. All right, now I wouldn't necessarily say go all the way up to 99. As you see here on your badges, the big one here is the Paint Prodigy, and 99 will give you that on gold. The Hook Specialist, you will need to have the post control in 97. We're not doing that, so we're okay with there. And same thing for the float game. All you have to do is get your close shot to a 98. So by having a 99, your float game and your Paint Prodigy will be on legend, which is very, very important when it comes to finishing around the basket. We're not worrying about the driving layup and the driving dunk. You can go 90 on the standing dunk to get the Big Man Elite contact dunks under the basket, or you can drop it down to 82 or 81, like right here, and you know, just be able to, because you're not really trying to get those dunks, you're trying to post hook, shoot threes, fade, that type of deal. But if you want to have that ability to finish around the basket, I'll go 90. But if not, I'll drop it down to 81, like I said, and then you can go ahead and put that on your pass accuracy if need be. On your post control, leave it right here at 90. I thought about going 94 and then going 99 to get that post control, but to me, it's just kind of like roadkill, especially since you have an 89 3 ball in a 90 mid range. So you already have that ability, now we're on it, to get that post fade phenom on legend by just using the max +1. So there's no need to even try to go higher than that. Same thing for your 3-point shot. You can get your 3-point shot up to, if you wanted to, the Hall of Fame. Your set shot specialist, you can be able to get that on legend. So there's a lot of beautiful things you can do with this build, just outside of just post scoring. Because once you get the ball, because most of these stretches, they don't have the ability to do anything else. Like, you know, they don't have the post control, they put it everywhere else. But with this build, if they're playing you too high and they're really taking away your 3-point shot, then you can just drop into the mid-range, post up, do a post fade, get toxic with the post hooks, that type of deal. So if you're a post scorer, this would be the build you'll want to look at. Now, as far as your pass accuracy, I went this high because if you play rec, then you'll want to be this high. Just 2 cap breakers here will get it to an 87, which would then give you break starter on gold. But 85 also gives you the bailout, and I wanted to at least get bailout on bronze, because I do tend to pass out a lot when I'm shooting, because again, it's just very difficult not to be brain dead, and when you get the ball, just try to shoot because you can shoot over people. On interior defense, this is important to me. Having a higher interior defense is proven by 2K Labs and Toots. It's very, very good at this people dunk meters disappearing when I try and dunk on you. So the higher your perimeter defense, the better. Actually, I like the perimeter defense more than I like block, because I tend to do more hands-up defense around the paint. So that's the reason why I'm 82 on the interior defense, but only 74 on the block, just to get paint patrol on bronze and that type of deal. Rebounding, you know how it is with 7'4" when you're skinny. You're just going to go 85 just to get the box out on gold. Rebound chaser on silver, but obviously you can go ahead and use your max +2 to get this on Hall of Fame. We will have that 60 speed with the 86 strength like I talked about, which is big for your post powerhouse, okay? You will get your brick wall on silver, which most 7'4" only have it on bronze because they go real skinny because they're dexing trying to get open. So there's some benefits there. Then that 70 on that vert to get that pogo stick is going to be on silver, okay? Takeovers, you'll have the same ones, your sharpshooter. You will also get paint surgeon, which a lot of people will be shocked when they see a 7'4" with paint surgeon. Paint surgeon increases the rate for dunking and finishing under the basket, easier to beat defenders with post back downs, moves, fakes, and shots. So just keep that in mind. That's something a little different that you might not be seeing with a lot of individuals. Also here, you'll get the board beast, so you can get crasher takeover, which a lot of 7'4" don't have because they don't have the strength, right? So keep that in mind. So you're opening up more opportunities with a 7'4" that has a little more weight. and has the ability to move in the play close to the basket in the post, because now you unlock Paint Surgeon and Crasher as takeovers. You will also have Sharpshooter, and of course you will also have Dish Master to be able to do that too. So you have basically the important takeovers that you would need. You will have that already with this, okay? So then now we'll come over here and take a look at this build. A 7'4" build, as you see right here, and it's called a triple double threat, right? Which is pretty much, you know, what you expect from a build that can do it all. Now it says not a very agile player. Obviously with 7'4", that's just not gonna be the case. And then now what we're gonna do is just take a look at what you can do with these cap breakers. There's a lot of different ways you can go here. And again, it's all about how many cap breakers you have, and I'm very weary of that because I know a lot of people aren't close to having 10 cap breakers. So like I said, you can use the first 5 cap breakers here to be able to get that 99 close shot. Again, that will give you the Paint Prodigy and Float Game on Legend, which is really big with a build like this. That's gonna be around the basket. I will not touch it in my standing dunk or my post control. So then if you have more cap breakers to utilize, I obviously recommend that putting that on your pass accuracy, getting 2 cap breakers here to get to an 87. And then whatever you have left over or whatever you have remaining, you can either put that on your defensive rebound, or you can try to put that as much as you want to on your tier defense to help out with that. But I made this pretty self-explanatory, I'm not self-explanatory, but pretty simple build to make. It doesn't take a lot of cap breakers to really make this build demigodish. 7'4" are already broken, so I've taken that into consideration when doing this. Again, 70 driving dunk is not gonna make a difference. Now, if you want to go 95 standing dunk, I think that'll give you your rise up on Hall of Fame. You can do that if you want to. Again, there's different ways, and of course you can tweak this build any way you want. I mean, like, I'm not trying to cookie cut you here. I'm just letting you know that the most important thing to do is have this on 99. It's gonna help with your post hooks. That's gonna help with finishing around the basket. Then of course you're already gonna have your 90 mid-range and 89 3 ball already off rip. Doesn't require, like, I could have done a cap breaker glitch thing to where I had like a 50 and then got this up, whatever, but I didn't do that because I just know, like, I can do that already with the way this build is. And also take in consideration, you know, I have a 60 speed. I just don't feel like you should go any lower than 60 speed. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Like, if you want to try to add more weight, because I'm telling you, 60 speed's already slow. So, you know, again, it's all about the preference. Obviously, this would be really good as like a 1v1 paint mashing type build, or definitely on a 2s court, you know, with a lockdown. You already know how toxic that is, bringing about the lock with the post score. So that's another route also that you can utilize. So y'all let me know in the comment section how you feel about this 7'4" demigod build. If you're looking for a post scoring build, this would probably be the one that you take in consideration. But if you think there's another version or something I should have done differently, please let me know in the comment section. Also, if you haven't checked out my Discord, link is in description. If you want to submit builds, if you want to join a crew, you want teammates to play in the rec or the pro-am or the park, everything's there in the Discord, links in the description. But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon on the Banger, man. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.